right. In gaming sphere, I think that on the last week.
Yeah, that's not a lot of happened. We have only Diablo that came out. Well, it was not last week, but I'm not even sure that you played Diablo. Did you?
No, I'm not fan of Diablo series.
Yeah, that's
I
the
like
same like me.
the style and lore context.
Oh yeah. I always love watching the Blizzard cinematics, and I always like, I don't know, I like watching Diablo more than I think that I would like playing it, because I don't know.
I think that's it's good, simple for you are in the job or write article and Diablo is
playing in the background
somewhere and you can watch
of course.
in free time.
Yeah.
It's a better option than Netflix, I think, because in Netflix you have to understand
the plot.
Yeah.
And you need to pay attention actually what they're talking about.
Yes. And in Diablo, you can do exactly the same thing in the whole game. Yes.
Yeah, because you don't need to pay attention.
That's all.
Yeah,
it's a simple game.
Because
I think.
what I find actually hilarious, because at the beginning when the game launched, it was probably a month ago or something like that, or maybe I don't know 2 or 3 weeks. People was actually really passionate. Maybe it's bad word here, but they really like the game. And right now, after this month, I am seeing like many posts on Reddit that they just dislike the game, they dislike the end game, and they dislike the thing that they just cannot change their build at will, because there is kind of the cost from what I understand there, and they are just there's just this negative feedback towards the game, where at the beginning was mostly positive. So I don't know what is going on the Blizzard camp, but I think they need a break, and they need to just come up with the good game, because last changes to Overwatch 2 was really shame, with the cancellation of the PvE mode. And of course, right now, I would call semi-good premiere of the Diablo 4.
You're right, and I think that Diablo it's some strange case where the game is okay, probably good, but only if you don't think about the game a lot.
Oh, so if you are just playing it as it is.
You can turn off brain, just play, watch pixels on the screen, and
then just see enemy dying before you.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what people are missing, because right now I'm thinking from the long time actually about this, that right now I think people have more time to play games. You know what I'm saying? Like right now that people are not exploiting, but actually really I will rephrase. When someone is playing the game, or maybe when someone plays the game, right now we are playing them like 10 hours a day, or let's say 7 or 5 hours a day, and right now content is really not adjusted to actually how much players are actually spending in the game. And it's easy to say, because when this new MMO came out, New World, there was something like that. There is nothing at the end game, but people were at the end game within the 1 month of the game premiere, or maybe 2 months. Maybe I'm exaggerating right now, but there was something like that. And right now, I think people play too much, and they cry that there is nothing to do in the game when they did everything like within a month.
Maybe it's I think that you have right in some case, but in the case of Blizzard games, I think that the main problem, I think, in my opinion, in their games is because they have a lot of fans of this project,
Yeah.
because the old version, Diablo, first Diablo, second
Oh
Diablo,
yeah.
and first Overwatch was a good game, but
Oh yeah,
the
they were
newest,
actually very polished, right? Yeah. There was not actually many bugs there or problems. Actually, I don't remember if Blizzard have any problem with one of the games, unless it was server problem at the release.
yeah. So I think that Diablo probably it's good game, but it's because of probably standards, because the standards are higher for us
Oh
as
yeah.
a fan of Overwatch, Diablo, or something else. We don't think that new games are good, because we have
Yeah.
some kind of nostalgia for the old version of old
There is actually
parts.
so many like new games. Like right now, I think you live in some golden era of gaming because there are so many games that if someone is saying, and most of the times I am this guy saying that I don't have the game to play, but right now you can choose from basically any genre, any game. If it's indie, if it's AAA or something like that, there's so many games right now that I think that the market is really competing with itself because it typical marketing is based on few things like what is your target, what is your message, and what are you saying. But let's focus on this target thing. Like gamers, I think it's like the most united front basically because right now in gamers you have like only different age. But well, who wasn't playing GTA at 12 years old or something like that? So we were the same basically like 20 years old dudes, and I think right now is going to the same. It's the same thing. Like everyone is competing for this, well, players, gamers, us.
Yeah, and it's hard. It's hard situations for game developers because of fact that we have so many games. We we can choose many of them,
Yeah. Yes.
but in the in the in the second part of this situation
Hmm.
are game developers, and they have really hard task because they have to create product for us
Yeah.
which would be better than the other in
Oh yes, yes, yes. And it's I
so
think particularly hard to for the small developers probably to come up to to the big guys because well most of the people don't know that there are 20 other FPS games like Call of Duty. Maybe one of these is better, but they will still go, for this Call of Duty, for this FIFA. Oh, it's not FIFA right now, but EA something. But it's always hard, I think, for the smallest developers and the whole indie market. And on the other hand, like the big developers, let's say Blizzard or Activision, or it's the same thing actually. But is someone with the money actually, and I think what they actually thinking about is not making a good game, but actually just making money. How to monetize this games more and more.
uh,
And it's we were talking about Diablo earlier, and Diablo have battle pass. This is
and this is the main problem for me because Diablo is in my opinion too expensive
oh yeah,
for
it
me
is.
like a regular player. I just want to spend free time with a good game, and I
Yeah.
think that Diablo would be this kind of product. But when I think about this, that there is battle pass and I have to pay more to have full content,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
I
for this just disclaimer, it's only for the cosmetic things, but I think still right now there are cosmetics. Let's see, what will and probably the next seasons will bring out another story. I am not sure if this will be free or not, but I am just I'm seeing just the pattern here. It was at the beginning. It was the skin to the horse for Oblivion that costed like, I don't know, $1 or maybe $5, and right now we have microtransactions that are costing $20, and especially for us because we are living in
And,
Poland, it's like 100 something like that. So it's a lot of money. It sounds like pocket exchange.
Yeah, I don't have any problems with cosmetics extra.
Yeah, but I think we should do a we should have a problem with that because
I will try to.
Sure.
I try to tell you that I don't have any problem when I can buy the cosmetic stuff using some
in-game
virtual
money. Oh, okay.
like in Ubisoft games, in Assassin's Creed or Far Cry. This game have cosmetic stuff too, but you can buy it using virtual money earning
through the game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's really cool idea because I think at the beginning, like the idea of the battle pass was really nice, was really cool because I first noticed this, and I think it was the first implementation in Fortnite. But I was guessing, yeah, it's a free to play game. We are paying like I don't know, it was like the $5, let's say, and you're getting.
Yeah, but Fortnite was just. You say that Fortnite was a free-to-play game, but Diablo.
It's not. Yeah.
It's not. Yeah.
Yeah, and actually, more and more games have this battle pass feature, and I think it shouldn't belong to every game. Like it shouldn't be in every game because it's only creating this like this FOMO, this fear of missing out. Because if you pay for it, you are more likely, to turn on the game, to do this quest, even if you don't like it. It's like when you order I don't know if you are the person like that when you order the bad food at the restaurant, but I know the guys who will order the bad food and they will taste it's bad, I don't like it, and they will eat it anyway because they paid for it. So I think it's just like it's bad for the whole industry, but something like Battle Pass, and I think we should come to terms with something else, or maybe just don't throw it at every other game, because not every game should have something like that. For the fact, I think free to play game, it's cool.
Yeah, for free to play, it's very cool. But again, in the big EA games like Diablo, or I don't know that second Overwatch is free to play, or
it's free to play. Yeah.
So it's Overwatch. It's still okay, and I don't have any problems with.
In Overwatch, it's even worse, I think, because with each season pass, they will battle pass, season pass, whatever they called, you are getting the free hero. So you cannot not a free hero, but the next new hero. So you cannot play the new hero unless you buy the premium battle pass, because on I believe the one that I was playing, there was on the free path this new hero, but it was later on in the in the cycle, and you need to play a lot more to just play it. And I think it's it's kind of bad to put something behind the paywall. Oh, let's just say that.
Oh yeah, I think that's good. That's good sentence.
Good yeah.
Good call, yeah. So if we have something, we knew something about. We know something about problem with game development right now.
Oh yeah.
And I have a probably hard question for you.
Bring it on.
Due to the fact that the game development right now has a problem, do you prefer old or just classic games, or you are still fan of new technology using in games? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think I like new technology. I like how the game looks right now, but I think I would like to have the same feeling like I have the years ago. When I was playing the game, I remember I bought at the this in the kiosk. But I think it's kiosk in English. No, but whatever. But in Poland, like 20 years ago, or let's say 50 years ago, you can buy games in this like places with the gazette with the newspaper on it. And I remember I was playing the game that was basically jumping on the rails with this mining wheelchair rocket cart is probably like that, or cart, and I was just jumping. And I remember to this day I have like so enormous joy with just jumping with it. Yeah, I know, I was a kid, I was not expecting anything from the games, but back then, like, every game was something. Like, from the moment you bought it, from the moment that you are starting reading the instruction for it, or maybe some guides, because I loved when the games have actually guides for them, because I like to read them actually. To, I not to what expect, but actually I like it to play it in my head, and then I was always, when I was playing, I always thinking that I was imagining it differently. But I think the older games have something that games these days don't have. But right now we have, I think, better this emphasis on the story, on the character, on the story arc. And right now we have the mostly about gameplay. And I was really compelled about the story of the Kratos from God of War. That he's raising his son, and this is father-son journey, and it's really nice only to have. I basically play this game for the cutscenes, just after the whole of gameplay, I kill a bunch of dudes or demons or whatever you are fighting there, and I just wanted to move this story to know what happened next. And I think that with games these days, we are in a better spot, but I think I just grow as this gamer who is really tough on the new games. Not I don't like everything. Not everything will please me, and I am more likely to drop a new game faster than I was before. So yeah. But how was it with you?
Well, I think I have a greater, I have a stronger affection for older games.
Older games?
Yeah, older games, because that I played a long time ago for several reasons. Firstly, I think I had more time to contemplate them.
Yeah.
And they hold a special place in my heart due to nostalgia. Secondly, having some knowledge about game development now, I have become more
understanding for them.
More discerning
Okay.
my standards. So as you, I can faster drop a new game because I saw something bad.
Oh, okay.
In development process.
They're just catching these little mistakes like they do
Yeah.
right now. Because when I watched I think it was some article on YouTube. I know it's no article on YouTube, but video essay. Yeah, let's call them video essays. And right now, when when always your character is coming to the tight spaces, and he's like crumbling before something, I know. Oh, it's loading screen right now because someone destroyed that to me. It's like, and every time I know, oh yeah, game is loading right now. If the game is not good enough, I'm not immersed enough. I just see these things actually, and it's cool to actually know these things. Like that in the Uncharted 2, there is the mission on the
train.
Yeah, on the train. And basically, if you are not doing it, if you stay on the train and not do anything, he'll just run in circles for forever, basically. And it's actually a cool little detail to know something like that. But I think it's destroyed some games for me. But
yeah, I think that's the curse of guy who wanna know something more.
Oh yeah. And it's the same thing like in movies, like if they do particular shot, you can think about why they did it, or maybe to hide something, or something like that. Especially when there are not so many, this not simple effect, it's practical effect, not CGI or something like that. But regarding old games, what do you think about DC remakes? Because right now we have like the Dead Space, Resident Evil, another Resident Evil basically, and I think that's more on the way.
Well, first of all, I don't think of any way decide. I purchase games that I'm confident about in some way.
Okay.
So when I revisit a game, it's because I want to re-experience those emotions.
Okay. Yeah.
So the purchases are not random in my case. The Capcom would be an example. So
Oh
they
yeah.
return to Resident Evil series, and it was something fantastic for me. Not only was it about let's talk about Resident Evil 2
Yeah.
because this game was first of the series of remakes.
Yeah.
So, in my opinion, it's not only one of my favorite game in 2019, but it's also one of my favorite all-time games right now.
I have another
And
question.
yeah,
Do you think that the remakes, let's say Resident Evil 2, I don't know, should have the shot at some awards like Game of the Year awards or something like that, or it should be I don't know, different genre or of the reward or something like that, or they should
I think I know what you mean. Well,
yeah, because it's the remake, so it's like I know
yes,
they don't
when you take Resident Evil 2 remake from 2019 and see Resident Evil 2, the original was
two different games almost.
Yeah, it's two different games. So the remake, I think that remake it's just because the main story was the same.
Oh yeah.
But it's the rest of the game was development from zero, and I think that in Resident Evil 2 case, in my opinion, it's totally new game. But I think that's because I played the original one. So I think that was a challenging task for the Capcom.
Yeah, I was wondering why they even do that. Who was this guy? Hey guys, Resident Evil need not a reboot. Well, basically the series gets semi reboot with the village and the Biohazard 7.
7 was the title. Resident Evil 7 Biohazard.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Biohazard. So they semi rebooted this. But who was this guy who was a remake? We need to make this, but different. Kind of the same, but different.
Well, in Resident Evil series case, it's.
I will even say again, like especially after the Village and Biohazard, like why they just not come up with the 8th one, that will have probably I don't know new protagonists, because don't spoil me, I am not sure if the main protagonist lived in the village.
The reboot, the whole series was the smart option to calm down and take time for think about new parts of game like Resident Evil 9, 10, and because sorry for probably spoiler, but it's not spoiler because in Resident Evil 8 we have fucking vampires.
Oh yeah, and werewolves, right? It's not like zombie anymore.
Yeah, it's not zombie anymore, and it's top of enemies. Yeah, and what's next? I don't know. Werewolves, it's still the enemies in Resident Evil.
Yeah, Capcom will come up with this because I'm not sure if you played Resident Evil 5 or 6.
5, yeah, yes.
Yeah, you don't have zombies anymore there. Like even in 2 you don't have you have mostly zombies in the 2, but in the next the in the sequence it's like why it's not zombies anymore. It's like it's always some virus, it's always something, it's always big monster. And I think in the 6th establishment they use actually when the Chris is fighting like the mutant that is the height of the building and even higher. It's like
Part
guy.
is a very strange
Yeah.
part because there is nano zombie something.
Yeah, something.
Yeah. So the reboot, the whole series, it's because, in my opinion, it's because to come back to zombies and potential of them.
Yeah, that
and
would be
we
cool.
can start again, and it's good option for
Yeah.
developers and for players, because when you come from street and just regular guy would think, well, I wanna play Resident Evil. Probably the new part, Resident Evil 8, would be good
Oh yeah.
start for me. And when you play it, vampires, werewolves, Magneto, something skills,
Yeah.
it's
Vampire Mummy too.
I think that's
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, it's wild. So the Resident Evil, it's good option for reboot, but you told about Dead Space,
Yeah.
and Dead Space is
It's not so
stranger.
old. It's not so old the game. Like it came out like 10 years ago.
Yeah,
Well,
but
more or less, but not 20.
yeah. But who I love Dead Space series, and in my circle of friends, no one even thought, well, I want a Dead Space remake.
Yeah,
It's
because
not.
the original was not so bad, right?
Yeah, it's just good game, and it's all. So
Yeah,
I
because
don't know who.
thought about this to create this.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm thinking that too. Like, well, we have the good chunk of remakes or everything being done. Like, it can be Dead Space. It was actually a good game. This new one, it wasn't bad, but well, original wasn't bad either. And right now we have the plenty of titles that they are giving us remaster editions, something like that. That I don't know how the graphics like Alan Wake, who have like 10 years, I think, receive, some legendary edition or something like that. And basically, like slapping HD textures on the game and yeah, you go, have fun. Like, we're not gonna change anything. We're just gonna charge you more because fuck you.
I never played the Alan Wake.
Oh, it
So
gets
the
old.
new
Like,
HD extra supercut version, it's for me probably good, but for guys like you and someone who played the original version,
oh
yeah,
yeah.
it's good, but why? I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
wanna
yeah.
play.
Especially, I think like I'm not sure if you watch last the Ubisoft something, probably fan of Assassin's Creed as you watch it, but they announced new Prince of Persia title and it has massive backlash about it. Well, I'm not sure about what, but basically what I am thinking and what I was mad about, that it was not the Prince of Persia they promised us. Because they said probably 1 year or 2 years ago that they will do remake of the original Prince of Persia, not the original the 20 years ago game, but this with the with the Prince of Persia with trilogy. Let's just call it that. And right now, when I'm watching at this game, I'm like, actually, it's really cool concept. Like the game look really good, but I don't like it because it's not my Prince of Persia. I don't want it. I wanted my Prince of Persia in harder graphics because, well, this game gets old, and I wanted the same adventure, but with cool new stuff.
Yeah. I know what you mean, and I have the same. I have the same opinion about new Assassin's Creed, because I
Oh,
love the old version of Assassin's Creed, like Revelation, or
But
Unity.
do you like what they actually saw? What they show us?
Yeah. I love new Assassin's Creed Mirage or something
Yeah,
like
it's
this
Mirage.
concept, because it's, in my opinion, just small good game, and it's that
But
all. I don't
it's
like the concept in Valhalla or Odyssey.
where there are big,
You
enormous
know,
games that you can
yeah, but it's the game about,
travel, the journey,
yeah,
and
and
you are
but the
traveling and
core
traveling.
only one person who's be an assassin, and that's all.
Oh
And
yeah,
why the
but
assassin
but
would?
it's not actually too lazy, you know. They didn't come up with something new. They just showed what we already had. Actually, we had in these previous games, and right now you have like what do you have new with this game? And I think it's actually sad with every sequel, because if sequel needs to be good, he needs to done better everything that the previous chapter. I don't know why I want to use the word chapter, but the previous game did, and actually add something extra for it. And right
Yeah,
now, when I saw this
this,
gameplay, it was like, yeah, some assassinating, you know. We have the beardy guy, yeah, and we have superpowers right now. God know why, but I didn't play like the previous like fifth title, so maybe something changed.
yeah. I hope that the new Assassin's Creed Mirage will be the beginning of comeback to a classic view of
The
Assassin's
roots.
Creed roots. Yeah, come back to roots and present something
Oh yeah, maybe.
new for the players, but still in the core of
Yeah, maybe
original
actually
game.
series needs something like that, you know, just this semi reboot, like just focus on this assassin thingy, etc. And I like that the feather thingy is coming back too, because it was actually a neat idea to just put the feather in the blood of your target, and based on that you are
Yeah.
just saying that you
Well,
kill them.
I think that the idea in Assassin's Creed Origin, using the open world and a lot of mini games in this world, was a good idea,
Yeah,
but only because of Assassin's Creed Syndicate. The previous one
was
wasn't
bad, or in
was
bad
bad,
state
yeah, and
at the beginning especially.
yes, and the origin was something new, and it's good in my opinion because it's something new.
Oh yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
uh,
But
right
it was only good because the previous dish was not good. So yeah, I
now,
like this dessert more because it's just good. Yeah, it's
and
actually
that's
fine.
all. That's the whole magic of open world Assassin's Creed, in my opinion.
Yeah,
It's
because
good
concept is really
because the
good.
previous game was bad, yeah. But
Yeah.
in next two parts, Odyssey and Valhalla, it wasn't so good because it's the same thing like
Yeah,
in
over and
Origin.
over again, just in different
Yeah,
settings.
yeah. And we are in the loop, and
Yeah, and
it's not
especially I
so
think
good.
between the Odyssey and Origins, that wasn't actually a different thing, because, well, I know that on the one hand we have the Egypt, ancient Egypt, and on the other hand ancient Greece, but it's not like, there's not so different, even in environment probably, because,
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
I know that you have desert on the one and the other is more island countryside, country something, but
mountain stuff and
yeah,
something like
yeah,
this.
yeah. I think if there would be only like the Origins and Valhalla, that would be much better, because the people wouldn't be so exhausted basically by doing thing in Assassin's Creed, because, well, we don't need new assassin every year, right? Like, we need a
Yeah,
good one every few years. And
that's true.
yeah, but talking
Mm,
about the new games that's coming out, Starfield, dude. So, what we can expect from the lies of Todd Howard? Because I don't believe this guy with anything. Like, yeah, I don't know if you saw this presentation. Like, he just apologies. He just told that you see that moon in the background. Yeah, you can go there and see it, but as it come out, there will be only it was something like 20.
10%. I
Yeah.
read it right now, and
So why do we need 1,000
very
planets?
funny for me because one developer says that we have billion planets and you can travel to everyone, and the second developer says but only the 10% it's good or something like
Yeah.
this.
Because we don't need this so big number, because I think that's mean nothing. Like right now, the players, or basically, I think we don't need large map to go travel to do some cool stuff in it, and the cool stuff is like 5 mini games. Mini games, just toss it, and one of it is, I don't know, the collecting stones, or the putting one on another, like.
Starfield example is it's good to talk about the problem with developers, which they recommended new games using big numbers.
Oh yeah.
Like we have a map.
Like
as
the
big
50
as,
kilometers squares, yes.
and this you remember. Oh, for example, you remember Far Cry 2. In Far Cry 3, we have
Yeah,
3
much bigger.
maps like this and something like
Yeah,
this.
we have mountains, we have deserts, like we have anything, dude. You can even play a guitar and go onto the zip line, and from this Far Cry 3, you have like in every fucking Ubisoft game, you have this fucking tower that you need to climb up.
I like this tower concept because it's.
Yeah, it was fine 10 years ago.
You can watch movies or podcast listening and play
and just climb these towers and discover this area.
For another player, it would be probably a problem.
Yeah, because I think it's actually a nice concept, because quite a while I was thinking like there was quite a few features that change actually the whole genres of game. Like you remember the title like Gears of War? Yeah, and they have something like that you can cover behind the wall and you can shoot from it. And from Gears of War, almost every game have the same feature. Like you can just hide behind the cover, and it just like ended like, I don't know, 8 years ago. And back then, like Far Cry did the tower thingy, or maybe some other game did that too. Even that Dying Light have the same, like, the feature in it when you have climbed something to unlock something. Like
but in Dying Light it was a good concept, and
it makes sense actually. Yeah,
it makes sense because the jumping around the house and something like this is the core of the gameplay.
Oh yeah.
And in Far Cry, not.
Yeah, because in Far Cry you just actually
shooting enemies, or shooting or hunting on animals and something like this. And the towers, it's not part of the gameplay as shooting or hunting.
Oh yeah, it's not so immersive. I know what you're trying to say.
Yeah. So when we talk about huge maps in the game, I think that one of the game was good in this point of view. The game had a big map and mini games on the map was good concept, and that game is Elden Ring, I think, because it's definitely Souls-like.
I wouldn't say that.
But in my opinion, in the Souls game, the main core of the game
Yeah.
was fighting with boss.
Oh yeah.
It's the core of the gameplay. And in Elden Ring, the mini games or activities on the game located in the map was extra bosses.
Yeah, but there was not like
Simple, but
we cannot say it was the mini game. It was because that's good point you said that it's about killing bosses. But in Elden Ring we have like how many unique bosses? 20? Like it's not a big number because
yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's actually
way, but in
and I would even say more. I think that Elden Ring doesn't need, or maybe Dark Souls doesn't need open world because
definitely. But Elden Ring, it's okay for me.
It was cool, but I don't think it was some groundbreaking achievement.
The Elden Ring, it's something like Assassin's Creed Original for Dark Souls series.
Oh yeah,
something new with open world, and that's all. It's okay, but I don't wanna Elden Ring 2 or something like this.
Oh yeah. But I'm waiting for the DLC because I think it's really cool to, have this
strange world.
Yeah. But in the terms of the open world, it's really cool to see how it's big. Like you can really move around on this environment and actually see this world that was going on. Yeah, like this castle. This castle is fucking huge. You can enter it, but you can, go freely all the way. But from the outside, it's really big, and it was actually really nice to see. But in the terms of the open world,
good point of view, because in Souls games, I think that you don't have big open worlds.
Yeah.
Because if you go around castle or something like this and see a new temple on the mountain or something this, you will go there.
Oh yeah. And but you are starting to know it when you are at this church or something.
Yeah, so you don't need an open world because you will visit all the towers,
all the places. But it's actually help to visualize the player that is like, this is enormous actually.
Yeah, that's true.
Talking about DLCs, there will be Phantom Liberty coming. I believe it's Phantom Liberty for our beloved game from our beloved developer. What do you think?
I don't even play in Cyberpunk. I love the concept. I love the color style of this game using yellow color. I think that's pretty cool.
But you never play it?
Something like 4 hours.
Oh, okay.
That's all.
Yeah, from the first time I bounced up of this title.
I think that the Phantom Liberty premiere will be good point for me to come back and try again.
Yeah, because it's probably gonna overhaul the whole game, and well, actually, DLC will add the stuff that should be from day one to this game, like I don't know where this game have the premiere like 3 years ago or something like that. So after 3 years, we're gonna have the working Cyberpunk, and we'll probably still find out more bugs than I have before.
And for me it's good because I will play Cyberpunk after 3 years from premiere, and I will say that Cyberpunk is good.
Actually, it would be actually a cool point of view to see how was your experience with that you never played before. So probably you will just brand new experience on the game, because when I was playing this game, and it's actually not so long ago, like a year ago or something like that. And I still have not problems, but some characters clips under the textures, some cars did the backflip or something like that, or just basically just turn on the roof and just stay there. And I was needing this car to move because I was needing to follow them, and we were just sitting there in the middle of the road.
It's kind of physics problem, yeah.
Actually, I have no idea what the problem was, but the cars did some pretty wild stuff in this game.
Is there any game for you would like to play again as a remake or with new DLC? Like for me, will be Cyberpunk.
For you, it would be Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk, like a good point to come
Okay,
back
okay,
to
okay.
the game. But do you have something like? Do you have some games?
Yeah, I have like two titles. First of all, just create this goddamn it Beyond Good and Evil 2 with proper like hero. Like Jade need to come back, and I wanna know what happened with Paige at the end of the original. So that would be actually great game because it was the fucking great game, but it's I don't know, the timing was bad or something like that. But the game has everything for like I don't know how old I was back then when I was playing, as like 10 or 12 years old. It was the perfect game. It was everything. You have the spy mission. You were overthrowing the government. Like you were fighting an aliens. You have the hovercraft. Like it was cool. It was neat and it was dope. So give me Beyond Good and Evil, just one or two,
I'm
and
sure that I saw the Beyond Good and Evil 2 trailer
oh,
like
don't even start with it. Like this is so fuck.
9 years ago and
No.
something like this.
Yeah. Because there was the first one was about the Jade. Like she was doing something, I think, in the middle of the road with the car, and there was the page, and then there was another one when there was some chase sequence or something like that. And later on, we got a monkey who is stealing some golden statue.
Yeah, I
Like,
remember Monkey, and that's all.
yeah, like great. And still, game is still in development. And let's just check how long. Beyond Good and Evil 2, how long in development time? More than 15 years. Like, congratulations, guys. More than 15 years. Like, yeah, we did it, boys. Maybe Skull and Bones will do the same, like Beyond Good and Evil, and probably will never be released because I don't believe this game will have even this beta that they announce, like within the next 2 months, something like that. But this game and Prince of Persia Warrior Within or Two Thrones. So either of that, and it's either in both games from Ubisoft. So my hopes are lost.
All right. And do you wanna new version of old game as a remake?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like just because I think some of the features or functionality was getting old. Like in this Alan Wake, you actually this core gameplay loop was good 10 years ago. And when I'm talking about the older games, I think the Prince of Persia should have some new combat mechanics because back in the days you was wall climbing, you have 1-2 weapons or something like that, but basically it was the combo system, and we didn't see combo system, or I didn't see combo system in quite few years in any game, like just smashing the buttons. Like there is no, and well, you have block but you don't have like the how does it go, not the flag, but when you are parrying, there was no parrying back then, or I think was not. So just give me some new mechanics, slap HD texture on it, and just give us this game, which was cool. It was a platformer, and I think back in the days there was much more games that have more than one core mechanic. Like let's just say the Prince of Persia. You have the combat, you have wall climbing, and you have like rewinding the time. Like cool free mechanics that this game is about. And right now, well, it would be bad to say. We have Fortnite. You shoot things, and you occasionally build stuff. That's it. Like we don't have this. Well, maybe even I am talking only about this game, and back in the days we still have like this, this mono features games. But I would like for them to to return to it, and I think in the if they can do if the Ubisoft can do good Star Wars game, I think they can manage with doing the remake of the Prince of Persia. That would be good. And do you have some
Yes, there is one such game. But earlier I wanted to tell you that I think that Ubisoft it's a good company to develop new games, but I'm not sure that they know
Can manage.
how to manage and how to correctly create good remake. I don't know that if Ubisoft creates something like good remake.
Oh, I don't even remember times when they created a good game because yeah, it's just it just for me, like I'm not following them so tightly. It's just Assassin's Creed, and it's just decent, and it's just decent game. And the few years ago it was Assassin's Creed, it was the Far Cry, and they have the Division too, right?
And Just Dance.
And Just Dance, yeah. Just Senega did what they I don't know could or wanted, but yeah, it was
I
only
wanted
that.
to try their new shooter in cooperation Rainbow Six
Extraction.
Extraction. Yeah, Extraction.
But
I'm
it's a ripoff of the Siege. It's like, but you're just fighting aliens or some
yeah.
goo.
It's for me. It's okay. I wanna
No,
shooting some aliens and
it's
I wanna
lazy. You even use the same agents that you're using.
lazy, but unlock new parts of maps which jumping on the tower. It's lazy too.
Oh yeah, yeah, actually, yeah.
And shooting for aliens, it's good for it's
Okay,
look nice.
okay, okay.
Uh,
I get the point.
so for me, I would love to play again Sanitarium. I
Sorry,
don't
sorry. Whoa,
know
whoa, whoa.
Sanitarium.
What?
It's a game from
How do you spell it?
1990. Sanitarium.
Yeah, it's a game. What the fuck?
Yeah, from 1996.
Dude, you are not so that old. Like,
Yeah, but yeah, I know.
there was
But
even a movie? What the fuck? There was a movie.
Yes, I know, but I don't know that the story in the game and in the movie
It's related.
It's rated and it's the same.
Dude, it looks like pretty wild game.
Yes, I think that the remake will be good for this game because this game is so fucking old.
Oh my god, I am watching the trailer right now and I don't want to play it. Like,
although it's simple and imperfect style, as you know, gives it a lot of atmosphere.
oh yeah.
So I have a problem because I don't know that the potential remake has changed to successful because this game is so strange.
Yeah. I'm reading right now the review and the first one is why do drugs when you can play Sanitarium? Like, man. Like, how old are you when you play it?
Something like 10 years old.
Oh my god. Like GTA is it's not even close to this madness. What I am looking at.
I was 10 when I first.
Yeah, he was brave young boy.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah.
It's wild shit.
So I think that Sanitarium needs, for me, of course, and only for me.
But in the terms like the point of click adventure, or just change the twist and
a
maybe
simple game where the plot and learning about the events in which the main character took part is crucial.
Okay.
So it's something like point and click with some scary stories
in the
background. And probably only for me, it's a good game to remake, better than Resident Evil 2, because the original Resident Evil 2 looks better than.
Oh yeah, a lot better.
But so the Room was the first, and I think that the second, I thought about Black Ops 2 in Call of Duty series.
Black Ops 2? It's not so old.
It's not so old, but in new HUD texture, it would be better, and just it, because I love Black Ops 2. I think that's the best Call of Duty.
I really like in
But-
Black Ops that my friend just told me that you can actually release yourself from the main menu and you can walk around this room because it's the part when you are in this asylum and there's someone is asking questions. I don't know if you know about this, but you
No.
can actually release yourself from this chair if you are clicking. Actually, I was
But
clicking triggers.
The first Black Ops.
Yeah, the first Black Ops. Yeah.
Oh, right. So I played only Black Ops 2.
Oh, play the original. The original.
But I love Black Ops 2, and I wanted to come back to this game. But the HUD texture would be good expansion pack.
Oh yeah, the game gets old, and I don't know if you remember, like there was this, because back in the days Call of Duty was back to back every year. There was coming with new Call of Duty, and one was doing Infinity Ward. The guy who are doing right. Oh no.
Oh my god, I hate Infinity.
Yeah. And the Black Ops actually did trailer did, yeah. And there was big drama with Infinity Ward with when they fired like the founders or something like that. And these founders later on created the studio that created Apex Legends and Titanfall, basically.
Well, I think that the Infinity War, something like this, the game in the space, was good in one part. There is, in my opinion, the best zombie mode.
Oh yeah, it was something different, like something.
Zombies in the circle, it was about the zombie mode was about zombie clowns in the space.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I love this idea. And it's a good zombie mode. I like zombie mode in Black Ops 3 too, but in Infinite War it works better.
Yeah, it was actually a cool idea to to prolong longevity of this game, because I didn't see something like that in previous game, like back when it was released, and it was really cool feature actually. And you can play it in co-op too, so yeah.
It's fantastic.
It was so stupid simple, that they're just zombies. You can barricade you can barricade windows, you can buy weapons and unlock new rooms, and just like and they're just coming more. Yeah, I remember my friend just told me how to glitch the game and jump on the place when the zombies couldn't actually take you, and it was boring back then, but well, we were young, so yeah. I just wanted, complete it.
I understand. So, if you say about cooperation and zombie mode, I want to play the Resident Evil Revelation remake, because there was a cooperation mode.
Oh, maybe if you are a specialist, you will told me what is Revelation. Like actually, what is the game is? What?
You mean in the whole lore?
Like, basically, I don't even know that this game or this particular chapter of the Resident Evil was existing until I was just, messing in the Steam, and it was Revelation. It was like $1, and I was like, wait a minute, something is not right.
It's the problem of Revelation 2. I think, in my opinion, Revelation 2 it's the best Resident Evil.
Oh, really?
Oh, the best is Resident Evil 2 remake. And the second one it's the Resident Evil Revelation 2. But the problem it's because the way to develop this game is in the parts, like
seasons, like the chapters. Okay.
Yeah, you have you can buy only one chapter, and that's all. But if you wanna to
Like the complete the game, you need both
complete the
chapters.
game, you have to buy.
That's why it
5
was
or
so
6
cheap.
chapters. Yeah.
Okay.
Like Life is Strange, I think that
Yeah,
Life is Strange
yeah. And
same.
the old Telltale games actually have this, chapter thingy. And I think it's good and bad because well, you don't have the complete game at the beginning, and you actually cannot speedrun through it. But on the other hand, you need to pay for every new chapter and actually wait for release. I think because they are not even if it's week to week, it's still like wait.
Try and recognize in what is the new game, you can buy only one chapter, and if you don't like it, you don't have to.
Oh yeah, okay, fair enough. But you can actually refund game on Steam, and it will be
But
the
on
same.
the PlayStation,
Oh
I
yeah,
think that PlayStation still you can
yeah.
buy only one chapter.
That's
So
why
I think
PC
that
is master race and console peasant can hide.
That's true. So you told me about games remakes. So and do you want? Is there any game you wanna play in this year?
With remake, I was thinking
No remake, just regular game.
regular games. So
Are you waiting for some game in 2023?
well, it will be probably Baldur's Gate 3. But I'm like this kind of the newbie who is jumping on the bandwagon like he's long gone because I didn't play the originals. So I'm like coming with the brand as this brand new guy who just played Divinity, and the guys who make Divinity, just Larian Studios, they creating new Baldur's Gate. So that's but with the game I have this problem that it's in early access for like 2 years, or I would say even 3 years, something like that. So you can play first chapter, but I don't like to do it because I believe that the game in early access changed so much, and I don't like this backtracking, and I don't like to replaying the whole sequence that I would play it later on. So I'm just like waiting for the official release, and I'm still thinking about playing Jedi Survivor, because I'm not sure if the game is still working, because from what I saw, it wasn't. The performance was really bad. So that's it. And I'm little. I have hopes that Dead Space will be on the discount soon, and I will just play for the first time in the Dead Space actually. So yeah, Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah, that's my answer.
I will watch your streams on because
Kind of afraid.
Dead Space was the first game I ever played. The first
Really?
original Space was the first game. Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, I didn't play the original, so I was thinking, yeah, it's actually good time to come back to it. Not come back, but jump onto it. But I was like seeing the price, and I'm like, that's a lot of money. And
that's a lot of money. Yeah.
yeah, and with there's plenty of games actually right now coming up, like within the 1 or 2 months. And actually, from this beginning of the year, we have Jedi Survivor, we have Hogwarts Legacy, we have some other shit that I don't remember. And yeah, you can, well, from my point of view, I cannot buy every one of them and just play it because, well, I'm not sure if I even like it. And I need to eat food, guys. So yeah, subscribe or something like that.
I'm not a huge fan of Star Wars universe or J.K. Rowling Harry Potter universe. Yeah,
you're not that Harry Potter guy.
I can build the ships from Star Wars using the Lego, but I don't understand.
So maybe you are waiting for this new game from the Ubisoft.
I'm waiting only for DLC to Elden Ring, but I'm not sure it's in the this year.
Yeah,
but,
probably not. Sadly,
the main game is the Lies of P.
Oh, Lies of P?
Yeah, I think that's in my opinion, for me, it could be best game, but only why because I don't play new games. was
So it will be new game only because it is only game you play this year.
Yeah, that's true.
No, I have this problem with this. Let's just call them like this would sound bad, but like Dark Souls cheap knockoffs. Because when I'm playing like this Souls-like games, you are feeling you are not playing the game that was made by From Software. Just
Yeah,
like the it's called like the pixel gasp when you are just dodging by the pixel and it's
yeah.
so everything
I
directed and
know.
orchestrated. I wasn't
I
feeling that in the Lies of P. Like I think they have the great idea, like like the whole Pinocchio thing, and like make fairy tales bad and just show them like I don't know the Cinderella or the princess with the long hair. I don't know, choking some guy and just make her boss that you are cutting their hair. Like it's great, and I really like the whole concept. But I like when the Souls like game are
yeah.
made good.
I
Like,
know what you mean because the concept is fantastic and
yeah, it's
amazing.
great. Yeah,
I love this concept so much, but well, I'm a huge fan of From Software games
yeah.
like Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Sekiro, Elden Ring. But I'm not. I don't like Souls-like games development by different
Oh yeah, that by
studios
different
and
studio.
software because I don't like Search or Lords of Fallen
Oh yeah.
or something like this. But in Lies of P, I want to see some potential
Yeah, but
because
there
the
is
concept,
something like,
yeah, because the concept is
and
amazing,
yeah,
and
and
I
I even think that this
want
universe.
to discover that the concept it's not the only good part.
Oh yeah, and I think this universe actually have the. It's actually good to place it in something like Souls-like game. Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
it just can work in it. Like this world is brutal. Like everything wants to kill you, and I even say this right now, so you hear it first thing. I think Geppetto did all of it, and that's why this dolls are revolting against the humans because
yeah.
fucking
It would be
Geppetto did
good.
it, and we'll be fighting him. You
It
hear
would
that?
be good the
Yeah.
plot twist, but it. I remember in the same situation in the cinema because I don't know. Did you watched the horror Brightburn?
Oh
It's
no
about
no.
evil Superman. Like
Oh.
Superman uh, was on the Earth, but it's not a good guy, and
Oh.
it's something like
Cool idea.
demon and kill everyone. So in we have similar situation in this game. We have something classic, something good in theory, but we turn
Turned it
on,
around and actually told a different
yeah,
story, but
we
with
can
the kind
take
of same characters.
one piece of the story and
Yeah.
it's
I would even
something evil, something
if you like
bad.
something like that, I would recommend for you to play The Wolf Among Us. And it's point and click adventure from the actual Telltale games. And
Yeah,
basically it's based on the comic book Fables. And it's have similar concept, but actually the fairy tales, the heroes are brought back to our world, and basically they need to work around some things, and there is the detective and there is the story and there is a murder, and it's a great game, and there are chapters there, so you can always add one.
yeah.
Yeah, check first one.
I have one more question. Do you wanna to see some good no stories in the dark version, like Lies of P?
Oh
It's
yeah,
so,
definitely.
do you have anyone type?
Like type of the story.
Yeah.
I don't think I have, but I would like to see when like the Red Hood, yeah, and the grandma and the big bad wolf, I would like to see the, roles reverse. Like the wolf wasn't bad at all. Like maybe this huntsman was bad, and maybe
And Red Hood would be Van Helsing in the
oh
story.
yeah, that was fucking dope, dude.
I thought about Frozen, but I'm
Oh,
not sure that
Evil Elsa.
good. Yeah, David Elsa. Yeah.
And she would just go nuts in her
but
kingdom.
I think that would be not the best story for this.
Oh, maybe one day we will do something like that when we'll just create our own studio and we could
Frozen, it's a good.
yeah,
story.
it's good at the beginning actually.
Yeah, it's good already.
We can work on that actually. Yeah.
Everyone knows Frozen. Yeah.
Yeah.
When we can
We can even play Let It Go in the trailer.
Game trailer, we want to buy it. Of course.
Yeah.
I will buy Frozen Souls-like game, even I don't want the trailer.
Actually, maybe we should pitch this idea to the creators of The Lies of P that, hey guys, you can do more. Like, we have these ideas, but you need to do all the work. We just, I don't know, sell you scenario or something.
Create concept arts and that's all.
Yeah, basically, yes.
For free, and
yeah,
I will be tester.
Just for experience, so our CV looks better.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, I think that was all from us for today, because we have.
Yeah, I think that Evil Elsa.
Yeah. It's a top-notch addition to our broadcast. So I was Pelikn, and below me was Rata, or on my left side. So remember to give him a follow. And so what? See you next time, right?
Bye-bye.